Well, yeah, I got to agree with you, ma'am.
Oh, my God. He's actually batting his eyelashes at you right now, Jeffrey. You better be careful. He may drop a white glove on the ground any moment.
Well, yeah, I got to tell you something. Where I'm from in the South, there ain't any women who talk like him or look like him anymore. So,
way to just dash my dreams, Jeff. How you doing, man? Thanks for your email.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing okay, all things considered, except for this girl not calling me back. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. How long you been in town? And I'm assuming that you've been listening to the show for a while if you're willing to do a second date update with us.
Yeah, I've been here for a little over a month now, and I actually move around for work a lot. I've been all over the South, and I'm kind of starting something new in here in the area, and so I like my morning shows. I'm trying to meet people and do stuff like that. So I heard you guys, and Jubal, maybe it was that inherent Southern charm you had in there.
Well, I do tend to connect with my Southern gentlemen, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today.
Her name's Alana, and I think this story is it's just sort of typical, I guess. We went out to a restaurant on a date. We met online because I'm new. I don't know anybody in this area, so I was going online, and so went out to a restaurant. Now she had to drive. Sort of a long story. My car is actually being shipped.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into all that, but
when you say car, I'm assuming you mean jacked up truck, right?
Yeah. That's how it is in the South. We all got trucks.
And had you online dated when you lived in the South, or is this your first go round?
I've done a little bit before, nothing too serious. Just this is it's a little embarrassing because I don't have my car, and I'm not usually the one that the girl has to come pick up. That's a little embarrassing for me, but she was cool. It didn't seem to matter to her.
You know what? No matter how progressive you think, it's always kind of weird whenever you're going out on a date. As a guy, you just feel like you should be the one picking them up.
Absolutely.
And I've gone on a couple dates like that when my car was in the shop or whatever. I was like, yeah, you want to go out? And she's like, sure. And I was like, well, you got to come pick me up. It's always kind of an awkward conversation for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt.
Did you make her get out of the driver's seat just so you could open the door for her?
No, I didn't do nothing. I know where I am. I didn't try any of that stuff. So, but I think I know why she's not calling me back. We went to dinner. It was fine. We talked, had a good time, but I didn't have my wallet on me. I realized it fell out in the car. So at the end of dinner, when I realized I was going to pay, because I at least do that much, and I realized my wallet had fallen out. So I asked for her keys to go look back in her car, and she kind of looked at me nervously, gave me the keys.
She probably thought you were about to steal her car.
Yeah.
Because you read a lot of these news stories about people who go out on online dates that end up stealing somebody's car on a first date.
Oh, no, I've never read about that before. Is that a thing people do?
Oh, yeah, it is, dude. Go ahead and Google it. There's stories about it all the time.
I'm sure she just thought you were cheap, not that you were going to steal her car.
Yeah, I mean, we've been making jokes about how I was a fish out of water all night, so, maybe she was thinking I was some weird serial killer car thief person.
Yeah, I mean, it seems convenient when you're at dinner and you're like, oh, man, I left my wallet in your car. Can I borrow your keys, please? I'll be right back, I swear.
Yeah, that's exactly why I think she might not be calling me back. But I found my wallet pretty quick, came back, and I paid. And so after that, of course, she drove me home. That's weird again.
That's even weirder.
At the end, we shook hands.
Ooh.
It was the first date. I didn't want to kiss her. Not on a first date. That's not how I was raised.
So can I ask you, did you offer your hand first, or did she offer the handshake?
I think I offered mine. Yeah, I offered mine first.
Okay.
That's weird.
Put her there.
So, at the end of the night, I just leaned over, shook her hand, and she smiled, and I was like, I think I said something like, this was a nice time, and I think, if you'll be hearing from me again, I hope I see you soon. Something like that.
And what was her response to that?
She said she had a fun time, and I said, can I call you again? And she said, sure.
And did you call her again?
I've only called once. I have texted like 3 or 4 times. But, it's a little confusing because I know it was a little crazy asking for her keys and like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I came back. I didn't steal her car. I didn't do nothing like that. And she said she had a lot of fun. So I'm just confused.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a song. Come back. Call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
For today's second date update, Jeff is on the phone with us. He's a Southern gentleman who just moved here. Met a girl online. They went out to dinner. Nothing really crazy about dinner. Said they had a good time. The only thing that happened, and is the reason that he thinks he's not getting a call back, is that during dinner he realized that he forgot his wallet in her car because she had to drive because his car isn't here yet. So he asked for the keys, went out to the car, grabbed his wallet, came back in and still paid for dinner. Yeah. But he thinks that that might have been kind of weird for her. It is kind of weird to be like, hey, first date, don't know you very well, but can I have your keys, please? So we're about to call her right now. Jeff, you ready to go for your second date update?
I think so, yeah.
And
all right.
Why do you want to call this girl? I mean, I just think if I was new to town, I'd want to date around a little bit.
I do want to date around, but I want to see her again first. I want to follow up with her and spend a little more time with her first.
Yeah, you're not trying to fall in love with her, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, who knows? That's kind of the whole point of dating, but I just want to see where it goes.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Well, I do declare I'm excited about today's second date update.
You're a Southern woman?
We have a bona fide Southern gentleman on the phone, and I can't wait to talk to him. His name is Jeffrey. Most likely Jeffrey Beauregard. That's what I would think. His email said that he just moved to town from the South and is having trouble meeting ladies and finally found a date, and now she's not calling him back. Jeffrey, I say that is a travesty that would happen to you.
Well, I got to agree with you, ma'am.
Oh, my God. He's actually batting his eyelashes at you right now, Jeffrey. You better be careful. He may drop a white glove on the ground any moment.
Well, I got to tell you something. Where I'm from in the South, there ain't any women who talk like him or look like him anymore. So,
way to just dash my dreams, Jeff. How you doing, man? Thanks for your email.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing okay, all things considered, except for this girl not calling me back. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. How long you been in town? And I'm assuming that you've been listening to the show for a while if you're willing to do a second date update with us.
Yeah, I've been here for a little over a month now, and I actually move around for work a lot. I've been all over the South, and I'm kind of starting something new in here in the area, and so I like my morning shows. I'm trying to meet people and do stuff like that. So I heard you guys, and Jubal maybe was that inherent Southern charm you had in there.
Well, I do tend to connect with my Southern gentlemen, don't I? Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today.
Her name's Lana, and I think this story is it's just sort of typical, I guess. We went out to a restaurant on a date. We met online because I'm new. I don't know anybody in this area, so I was going online, and so went out to a restaurant. Now she had to drive. Sort of a long story. My car is actually being shipped. Okay. I'm not going to go on all that, but
when you say car, I'm assuming you mean jacked up truck, right?
Yeah. That's how it is in the South. We all got trucks.
And had you online dated when you lived in the South, or is this your first go round?
I've done a little bit before, nothing too serious. Just this is it's a little embarrassing because I don't have my car, and I'm not usually the one that the girl has to come pick up. That's a little embarrassing for me, but she was cool. It didn't seem to matter to her.
You know what? No matter how progressive you think, it's always kind of weird whenever you're going out on a date. As a guy, you just feel like you should be the one picking them up.
Absolutely.
And I've gone on a couple dates like that when my car was in the shop or whatever. I was like, yeah, you want to go out? And she's like, sure. And I was like, well, you got to come pick me up. It's always kind of an awkward conversation for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt.
Did you make her get out of the driver's seat just so you could open the door for her?
No, I didn't do no. I know where I am. I didn't try any of that stuff. So, but I think I know why she's not calling me back. We went to dinner. It was fine. We talked, had a good time, but I didn't have my wallet on me. I realized it fell out in the car. So at the end of dinner, when I realized I was going to pay, because I at least do that much.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Well, I do declare I'm excited about today's second date update.
You're a Southern woman?
We have a bona fide Southern gentleman on the phone, and I can't wait to talk to him. His name is Jeffrey. Most likely Jeffrey Beauregard. That's what I would think. His email said that he just moved to town from the South and is having trouble meeting ladies and finally found a date, and now she's not calling him back. Jeffrey, I say that is a travesty that would happen to you.
Well, I gotta agree with you, ma'am.
Oh my God, he's actually batting his eyelashes at you right now, Jeffrey. You better be careful. He may drop a white glove on the ground any moment.
Well, I gotta tell you something. Where I'm from in the South, there ain't any women who talk like him or look like him anymore. So,
way to just dash my dreams, Jeff. How you doing, man? Thanks for your email.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing okay, all things considered, except for this girl not calling me back. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. How long you been in town? And I'm assuming that you've been listening to the show for a while. If you're willing to do a second date update with us.
Yeah, I've been here for a little over a month now, and I actually move around for work a lot. I've been all over the South, and I'm kind of starting something new in here in the area, and so I like my morning shows. I'm trying to meet people and do stuff like that. So I heard you guys, and Jubal, maybe it was that inherent Southern charm you had in there.
Well, I do tend to connect with my Southern gentlemen, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today.
Her name's Alana, and I think this story is it's just sort of typical, I guess. We went out to a restaurant on a date. We met online because I'm new. I don't know anybody in this area, so I was going online, and so went out to a restaurant. Now she had to drive. Sort of a long story. My car is actually being shipped.
Okay.
I'm not going to go on all that, but
when you say car, I'm assuming you mean jacked up truck, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is in the South. We all got trucks.
And had you online dated when you lived in the South, or is this your first go round?
I've done a little bit before, nothing too serious. Just this is it's a little embarrassing because I don't have my car, and I'm not usually the one that the girl has to come pick up. That's a little embarrassing for me, but she was cool. It didn't seem to matter to her.
You know what? No matter how progressive you think, it's always kind of weird whenever you're going out on a date. As a guy, you just feel like you should be the one picking them up.
Absolutely.
And I've gone on a couple dates like that when my car was in the shop or whatever. I was like, yeah, you want to go out? And she's like, sure. And I was like, well, you got to come pick me up. It's always kind of an awkward conversation for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt.
Did you make her get out of the driver's seat just so you could open the door for her?
No, I didn't do no. I know where I am. I didn't try any of that stuff. So, but I think I know why she's not calling me back. We went to dinner. It was fine. We talked, had a good time, but I didn't have my wallet on me. I realized it fell out in the car. So at the end of dinner, when I realized I was going to pay, because I at least do that much, and I realized my wallet had fallen out. So I asked for her keys to go look back in her car, and she kind of looked at me nervously, gave me the keys.
She probably thought you were about to steal her car.
Yeah.
Because you read a lot of these news stories about people who go out on online dates that end up...
You don't even know it, but you are my dog, man. You're my jam.
You're my jam.
Thanks, Tuggy.
Tuggy, do you introduce yourself as Tuggy, or is this just a nickname that you use because, you and Jubal are obviously bros now?
Well, we're obviously bros, but yeah, my buddy gave me that name in 8th grade. It's kind of a long story, but my real name's Daryl.
Oh. All right. It's always interesting. It's a long story. They call me Tuggy. I don't want to know that story at all.
Nope, especially in 8th grade.
So the girl that you want to call today, tell us a little bit about her.
This chick I met on plentyoffish.com.
Nice.
And so I meet this chick. Her name's Megan, and I thought she was cute. Her profile checked out. And I said, hey, you want to go out for dinner? She said, cool. And she was one of the only girls off of this website that actually looks like her picture, which is cute.
I feel like you tried to date everyone on that website.
From
too,
what
like
I know, from what I know of Plenty of Fish, that is true. So,
yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, and I roll up to pick her up, and I like to have a good time. I'm kind of a prankster, kind of like you, Jubal. And I always have some fun ideas when I pick up a girl,
no.
So anyway, I think this girl wasn't into it or something. I don't know, but anyway. I pick her up.
Yeah, that kind of made no sense what you just said there. What do you mean by fun ideas that you do for girls? Like, see, they get in your car and they sit on a whoopee cushion or something?
No, but so she gets in the car and I'm like, all right, you want to go for a ride? And she's like, okay. And then I floor it
What?
And we drive. There's like a dead end on our street, so I'm like, this would be funny if I drive straight towards this wall, and like I get to like up to like maybe like 45 miles an hour, in like the span of a block.
What are you doing?
And I'm headed right for this wall, and she's screaming. And then, of course, I stopped right before the wall. I'm not going to kill us all. And
Good.
and she was really angry.
Yeah. She just met a guy named Tuggy and gave her address out. It was her first mistake, and now she's in a car with him. This is so wrong on so many levels.
What did she say after you pretended to slam into a wall?
Oh my gosh.
She like gathered herself, and she said, "What the hell was that?" And I said, "Well, I just thought it'd be funny."
Oh.
Oh, terrible answer.
Yeah.
No, I like a man to wait until the second date to endanger my life, or at least, 30 minutes into the date.
I mean, I guess, but it's like if you're not up for that kind of humor, then I don't know if you should be dating Tuggy.
Yeah, then you don't deserve Tuggy. All right. Has this worked for you before? Have you tried this
Not
trick?
this one. No, the last girl I dated for about 2 weeks, when I picked her up, I immediately locked the doors, and she thought that was pretty funny.
That is so creepy, Tuggy.
That's awesome. Just
That's
staring
not
at
funny.
Tuggy, I like your dating style, man.
We're 5 minutes into this date, and I'm already thinking that she needs to file a police report.
Tell us what happened on the rest of your date.
Well, so then we go very slowly to dinner. I'm following the speed limit. And we get there, and I'm like, cool. And then she says, oh, hey, a friend of mine works across the street at this other restaurant. And she's like, do you mind if I stop in? I'm like, no, fine, that's cool. So I'm waiting in the parking lot for like 15 minutes while she's in this other place. And I'm like, well, what the heck, what's up, And so I go across in this other restaurant, and I'm looking for her, and I can't find her. And I said to like the hostess, you see a girl that looks like this girl? And she said, yeah, some girl came in and just asked to use the back entrance and left.
Oh, no.
So she ditched out the back door of another restaurant to try to get away from you, Tuggy.
Yeah, so she bolted.
So what do you want to do today then? You want to call her and find out if she'll go out with you again? You want to call her and apologize? What is the point?
Yeah, I need you guys to make it all right. I need my bros
I
to
don't-
kind of make it all right.
Smooth it out, huh?
I mean, do you feel any remorse, Tuggy, for making her feel uncomfortable or unsafe?
Yeah, I obviously came on too strong. And it's like, I want her to know that I can take it slow and not be crazy right off the bat.
Okay.
I don't believe
Laugh
you.
at the end.
I don't believe you
All right.
at all, though, Tuggy. Is
Here
the
we
problem.
go. Tuggy, we're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call her, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Oh, sweet, thanks.
All right, man. Just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You can usually tell a date has gone bad when the person you're on a date with makes an excuse to go in another restaurant and then runs out the back door, never to be seen or heard from again.
Usually a good indicator.
Yeah, Tuggy had that happen to him on his first date. If you're just joining us for the second date update, Tuggy is on the phone. His real name is Daryl, by the way. Tuggy is not his given name. But he met a girl named Megan on Plenty of Fish. He's a bit of a prankster, I guess, and when he picked her up for the date, he pretended like he was going to slam the car into a wall
What a joke.
Gotcha.
to scare her. It worked. It scared her, but she didn't seem very happy about it. They didn't even make it into the restaurant they were going to because she made an excuse to go across the street to another restaurant, said she had a friend that worked in there, and then bounced out the back door,
Yeah.
and he has not heard from her. Tuggy, I was talking to my producer, and he says that you tried to text her about 20 times since your date.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I wanted to apologize, man. I think I scared her, I wanted to say sorry.
Yeah, I think that says more than I'm sorry.
Yeah. 20 times an apology? That's a lot to text somebody, man.
She was really scared.
Yeah. And Tuggy, don't you think she should have been?
Well, no, she should have been scared if she didn't get it was a joke. Like, if you don't get it's a joke, yeah, it's really scary.
That's good logic.
But you told her it was a joke after, so she should probably lighten up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we smiled and laughed when she got in the car, so I thought, okay, now's a good time for a joke.
And you're hoping to get a second date, or you just want to call and finally talk to her and apologize?
Both, man. I mean, I think the only way to get a second date is if I apologize.
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone. You ready?
Cool.
All right.
Hello,
Hi, is Megan in?
this is she.
Megan, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
Sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning? Nothing?
No, I know who you are,
Oh,
but
nice. Okay.
um,
I'm calling you because you recently went out with a friend of our radio show on a little bit of a date. His name's Tuggy.
yep, kind of an unforgettable dude.
Tuggy liked you a lot. He emailed us and wanted us to call you and ask why you won't get back to him.
Didn't seem like he liked me. I was not getting that vibe.
Whoa.
He basically almost killed me.
Yeah, he told us about that. He feels bad.
Oh, good. He feels bad. I'm glad.
He also told us how you ditched him and made an excuse to go to another restaurant and then ran out their back door. Was it that bad?
Yeah, some of my finest work, actually. I saw the nearest restaurant. I was like, I know someone that works there. Bye.
Do you regret maybe giving a guy named Tuggy on the internet your address to pick you up?
I didn't. No, his name was not Tuggy when we got together. His name was Daryl. I gave a Daryl my number, and a Tuggy showed up.
Oh, that sounds like the start of a very, very, very bad story. And I guess it was for you, Megan.
Please, from minute one, this guy was a clown. I was like, I can't do this.
Can you explain the date in your words what happened? Because the way that he told us, it didn't sound, I mean, obviously his little stunt sounded like a big deal, but everything else sounded okay.
Honestly, we weren't on a date that long. He picked me up. I said, nice to meet you, Daryl. He said, call me Tuggy. I was like, okay. It basically got worse from there. Then he drove as fast as he could and slammed on the brakes right before hitting a wall.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it was a joke. It was a joke. I'm like, that. I don't know in what world that's a funny joke.
Uh-huh.
Then he drove really slow to kind of like really stick it to me. Like, is this slow enough for you?
Oh, my God.
all
Then
right.
he's condescending on top of
The
it.
jokes continue.
Wow. As you have whiplash in the passenger seat.
Yeah, very funny. Just, I was in stitches.
Sounds like
And
it.
he is driving down the street, and then he's like, if you don't think that's funny, I can do impressions. And then basically started, like, barking like a dog and then was behaving like a sheep. And I was not reacting at all.
Well, they're impressions, yeah.
They
It's an
are.
impression of a dog and a sheep.
Animal noises.
That is, I would be scared. I would think I had just gotten in a car with a psycho killer.
I mean,
It
I
was a
not happy.
joke. It was just a joke.
Megan, that's Tuggy. He's actually been on the other line listening this whole time.
God, why would you do that? I just told you that this person, I don't want anything to do with him. I don't understand why you would put me on the phone with him.
Whoops.
Man, why do you make me out as like some sort of serial killer? All I just wanted to do was have a good time, you know? It's like,
Your idea of a good time is near-death experiences followed up by acting like a jack.
That sounds like fun to me, Tuggy.
And it sounds like a perfect recap.
Honestly,
of all, even if we
if
hit
there's a
that
girl
wall-
out there that likes almost dying and then getting barked at, good luck to her.
God. We didn't almost die. Even if we hit the wall, we were just like maybe had like a broken wrist.
That's it.
How comforting. Good for you.
You know, listen, I am seriously sorry. I know you were scared, and that's not what I was going for. You know, I just got the vibe that you would be into some sort of practical joking, and like, you know, I read the situation wrong, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say.
Why do I feel like even right now you're joking? I mean, within minutes, I felt like my life was at risk, and I found you completely off-putting. I don't know anyone that would enjoy what you were doing in your behavior. And
Is he barking?
I can't. All right. Well, I'm glad you got that out. You're a f***ing idiot. I have nothing to do with you. I really hope you're happy.
Tuggy, you're not helping your case by barking at her.
You just
At
can't
all.
stop the jokes, man.
It is a pretty good impersonation of a dog.
Thanks. I've been working on it for a long time.
We can tell.
I mean, like, should I apologize for who I am? I don't know.
No.
I guess so. Is that what I need to do?
No, I mean, if that's who you are, Tuggy, own it, you know? But you and Megan clearly don't click.
You know, man, she made me feel real bad. Like, I
Poor
feel
guy.
real bad.
Oh, no. I made him feel sad.
Yeah, Megan. I'm assuming Megan, that you don't want to go out with Tuggy again. We will send you out on a second date and pay for it. I'll even pay for transportation so you don't have to worry about Tuggy driving.
I would rather pay for my own dinner 10 times than see that dude again.
Well, Megan, do you at least have any advice for Tuggy before we let him go in his future dating conquests?
I mean, I wish him luck. I don't really know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I'm done. He wins. He really wins. He wins.
Yep. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna.
Hey, how are you guys?
Pretty good. Thank you for your email. Appreciate it. So your email said you showed up to this date and there ended up being like a double date situation going on?
Well, I mean, I knew that we were going out with some friends, but I didn't realize it was going to be, it was just a little more pressure than I was anticipating.
Okay, I was confused. In your email, it sounded like you had no idea there were going to be other people there. So how did you meet this guy, first of all?
I met him at a party at a friend's house, and he asked me if I wanted to go out, and I was like, absolutely. So he was like, yeah, I want to meet up with a couple of friends of mine. Do you mind? Would you want to join us? And I show up, and there's this other couple there. So
What was weird about that?
well, I was expecting like a group of friends, and it turned out that like the girl, Amanda, was his sister and her boyfriend.
Oh, and
Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's weird.
always a lot of pressure. I have actually broken up with a guy because I didn't want to meet the sister.
really.
Because I am a sister and I know how judgy we can be, like
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As soon as I found out that it was his sister, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot more pressure than I was thinking.
That's weird to
Totally.
bring your sister along on a first date.
Well, maybe they're close. I mean, did they seem to be friends?
They did. I mean, I will say that. Like, as the night went on, it got better. Like, it was awkward at first, but we ended up having a really fun time. You know,
Right.
I really enjoyed it. I liked her, and he was, of course, great. I mean, I wanted him to, I definitely wanted another date with him.
What's his name?
His name is Brody.
Brody.
Oh, Brody.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, you want to come on a date with me and my sis? So did you guys hit it off then? Did she seem to like you and you like her?
Well, I thought we did.
You thought
guys-
you did? I mean, did you guys talk and have a good conversation? It seemed like she liked you?
We did. Well, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I really thought things were going well with her. I thought we were getting along great, but I texted him the next day, you know, just to tell him that I had a fun time, and he texted me back saying that he had a good time as well, and so I just went for it, and I was like, so, do you want to hang out again? And he told me his sister wasn't a fan
What?
of
So
me.
did he say he doesn't want to hang out with you because his sister's not a fan?
Well, I mean, that was what was being implied. I mean, he didn't say, like, he told me that if I wanted to, I could try to convince her, and then he gave me her number.
What?
He
Like,
wants you to call his sister and ask for permission to go out with him again?
Well, I mean,
Do you know how weird that sounds?
That's weird.
It's got to be a joke. He was joking and you just didn't get it because it was on text message or something.
well, no, I mean, I asked him if he was joking. He was like, no, she wasn't a fan. I mean, you couldn't.
What?
So
Yeah.
he said, call my sister and ask her if I can go out with you again, basically.
He didn't say it exactly like that, but he was like,
Sure sounds like he did.
Yeah.
If he said, hey, here's my sister's phone number, call her.
well, yeah. I guess I just really want to know what happened.
So are we going to call him or do you want us to call his sister for your second date?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to call her, right?
Really?
I think so, because he sounded like he had a good time. And I feel like she's the one who has, like, the answers about, like, what is wrong,
Do
right?
you really want a second date with this guy, or you just want to find out from the sister what you did wrong and why she doesn't like you? Because honestly, if I were to go out with a girl and she's like, you got to call my brother for
Yeah.
permission, I'd be like, all right, then,
Yeah.
no thank you.
I just feel like there must have been something that was, like, a miscommunication or something like that, because I really thought it was going well. And so if something went wrong that I don't know about, I just kind of want to clear things up, you know, clear the air about it.
So you want to clear the air with the sister, and then do you still want to date her brother?
Well, I mean, enough for a second date.
All right.
Oh my God, you
Okay,
really
well, we
like
will
this guy.
play a song, come back, call her,
Weird.
figure out why she doesn't like you, and then see if she'll let you date her brother.
Weird.
Sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, we'll do it right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Okay, for the second part of today's second date update, I'm going to need you to pay attention for a second. I need to explain how this is going to work. Laura went out on a date with a guy named Brody. She showed up to the date. It was like a double date type situation. One of those people happened to be Brody's sister. She thought that they all enjoyed each other's company and the sister was cool with her. She texted Brody the next day and he said, hey, we can't go out again because my sister doesn't like you.
So weird.
And then they were like joking back and forth and he said, here's my sister's phone number. If you want to see me again, clear it with my sister. So right now, we're about to call Brody's sister, her name is Amanda, on Laura's behalf to see if she can get a second date with her brother. Or at least find out why the girl doesn't like her. All right, Laura, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you
I've
more-
thoroughly confused myself now, but
Are you more creeped out that Brody wants you to talk to his sister or that the sister is that involved with the brother's life?
I mean, I guess I'm more creeped out that he needs her permission. That's a little weirder for me. I see sisters being overprotective. I get that.
yeah, okay. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and see if we can figure out why Amanda hates Laura. Here we go. Amanda hates Laura, name of a good sitcom, by the way.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
Speaking. May I ask who's calling?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Like the radio show?
Exactly like the radio show. Have you ever listened to us?
Just here and there, never seriously, I guess.
Never listen to it seriously.
Yeah, no, you've probably never really listened very much at all. But that's okay, Amanda, because you're actually about to be on the show, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
One of our listeners recently sent us an email about you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What was the email about?
Well, her name is Laura, and Laura recently went out on a date with your brother.
Oh.
Ring a bell?
Okay.
Okay, well,
It sure does.
she told us about the date, and the thing is, she really wants to see your brother again. But after the date, she was texting with your brother, and he said he couldn't go out with her because you didn't like her.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
What?
So you
That was
don't.
for
So you
real?
don't like her.
Wow.
So that's why I'm calling you today. I'm calling you to find out what you didn't like about Laura on the date.
I mean, sometimes you meet people and you just know that they wouldn't be good in your group of friends or in your family or around, and sometimes you just have to, draw the line and speak your mind.
Hold on. How can you tell from one date whether or not a girl is good enough for your brother? Like, you spent 2 hours with her.
You just know. There are signs. There are indicators.
So we talked to her about the date, and she actually had nice things to say about you and thought you guys were getting along great until she got those texts from your brother saying you didn't like her.
Well, first of all, of course she has nice things to say about me. Second of all, I mean, it wasn't like her actions per se, but it was more, her choice of dress or
What?
the way she cursed or, she just seemed it was a very trashy air, like I could just tell that she was a trashy person. And to me, it's okay. Like, I understand that people can't choose the circumstance which they're born into, right? I understand that. But this is a grown woman. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't want to hang out with someone when I'm worried about her boob, like, falling out of her shirt or me seeing her butt. You know what I mean?
So you
No,
don't
I
like the
don't.
way she dressed and you thought she was trashy.
I didn't think she was trashy. I knew she was trashy.
Oh my God. You were being a straight up bitch. Like, we talked to her and she seemed like a lovely girl.
Right, well, you didn't see her. You just talked to her. So if you'd been there, you would have felt the trashy vibes that I was getting.
That is
trashy
so
vibe.
messed up, dude. Why are you so invested into your brother's love life?
Because first dates can turn into marriages. It's the beginning of something. And we're a very close-knit family.
Oh, So you're close with your brother and you don't want him dating gutter trash.
Exactly. You're trying to be funny with me right now, but that's exactly how I feel.
Oh my gosh. That is
Hey, you
messed
can't argue
up.
with honesty, and I
Yes.
appreciate you being honest with us, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you think Laura would feel if she heard you say that about her, though?
I don't think that I would care.
Oh,
I
good.
mean, maybe she would change her ways. Maybe she would make some self-improvement. I would hope.
It's good that you wouldn't care because Laura is actually on the other line listening.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Hi. It's good to know how big of a bitch you are.
Seriously.
You were hiding it the first time we met.
I was trying to be polite because I have manners and know how to act in public, unlike you.
Well, at least don't judge people based off of what they're wearing.
Honey, it was not only what you were wearing. It was what you were saying, how you carried yourself, and also not to mention the fact that you don't even have a real college degree. You have a trade degree. You have a certification. You're a dental assistant. And what are you planning to do with that? Are you planning to be a dentist?
What the are you talking about? A dental assistant is a very respectable job, and I'm trying to better myself. You're such a f***ing bitch.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get her.
Laura.
And how are you going to judge me? You work at a freaking call center. You're customer service. Your job isn't that great, Misty.
But I have a college degree.
Yeah, to answer f***ing phones. Good job using that education.
I feel like me and you walking down the street, people would look at us and they would know that I am automatically better than you. And
What?
I don't want you in my family.
You know what they would know? They would know that someone who came from nothing and is bettering themselves is doing a hell of a lot better than someone who has a 4-year degree and is working at a call center.
To Amanda, do you honestly think that you're a better person?
I'm sorry, if you called me, I'm just telling you what I know. Don't try and act like I'm this bad person because I don't want this in my life.
Oh my God.
You know what? I feel you, Amanda.
All right.
Amanda, I feel you. Like, I have to walk around every day knowing that people are lesser than me, and it's frustrating. It really is.
You're such an ass.
And I feel you on that. Thank you very much for your time. I would like to see if actually you two would like to get together for a second date, maybe a hangout. I'll pay for it wherever you guys want to go, a happy hour or something.
You think I want to go and hang out with a dental assistant, trashy. I have better things to do with my time.
Well,
That is
Amanda,
messed
the way that you
up.
just described Laura sounds perfect for me. I mean,
Oh, my God. First of all, I'm so glad we called her because now I have no reason to ever be anywhere near that family again.
No kidding. You're a club bouncer that you have in your...
I don't even want to know what you think about Twitter.
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, Twitter's disgusting now.
Yeah, okay.
Like, hey, what's up? Welcome to Twitter. Nobody really comes in here much, but come on in. I think we got some bottles lying around here somewhere or something. That's Twitter. Instagram is much cooler.
there's a back room somewhere.
Yeah. Don't get me started on MySpace.
Oh.
Toss you a syringe right when you walk
Yeah.
in. But
Wow.
the people met on Instagram. I'm talking about Russ, and the girl's name is Jessie. I think that's what his email said. Russ, what's up? How are you?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
welcome.
You guys clowning me or what?
I don't know.
No, we're clowning Instagram more than anything else, or just social media in general.
Jubal's just weird.
I probably deserve it.
No. Okay, so you met the girl you want to call today
Get
on
over the bottle
Instagram.
service. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you met her on Instagram.
Pretty funny. Yeah.
Did you have mutual friends, or were you just stalking?
No, like I'm a workout dude. You know, I was posting some photos of my workout, and like, you know, in the gym community, we all kind of like
Yeah,
tag stuff.
you guys are super active.
Huge.
Yeah, hey, you know, it's whatever. So I was checking out this hashtag FitLife, you know, just kind of seeing who I can just check out.
Fit life.
Yeah.
FitLife. And so I found this girl, Jessie, and she's super hot and she's super fit. And I was like, oh man, this girl's like, I'm down, right? And so I just started following her and, you know, liking her photos and whatnot, and then reached out and messaged her. I'm like, hey, like, you're hot and we have the same interests and like, let's get together.
Sounds like a beautiful
Yeah.
romantic message.
Yeah.
How gym people talk?
Yeah.
Tell me you put like a water emoji in there too, the little water drop emoji.
Just lots of flexing, yeah.
Oh, the bicep emoji?
You do sound like a wordsmith, sir. You really do. What did she say back?
She was like, thanks for reaching out. Like, I love your photos. I'm like, I love your photos. And we had like a little love fest going on. And I decided, like, let's meet up. And so I basically asked her out on a date via Instagram.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I thought, let's meet at my gym.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys like
perfect.
to do a workout together?
Yeah, like I go to this really cool gym. I'm like, it's a huge part of my life, and it's a part of her life. And I'm like, this might be a great way to kind of size each other up and hang out.
Yeah, if you guys both love working
Yeah.
out, that's actually a really good idea for a date.
I bet she was excited about it.
Yeah. So we met up, and it was great. She was hot, super strong and fit, and looked great. And we just traded off workouts. Like I'd do some reps of this, and she would suggest we go to this and that. And we just swap, to different machines.
And did you have time to like actually talk to each other too?
Yeah, we had like loads of stuff in common, and we're just kind of cracking up. I mean, it was fun. It wasn't like some dead serious workout. It was like fun and light.
You should have just had those big, like, over-the-ear Beats headphones on and not talk to her, been one of those guys.
I'm like, silence.
Did it seem like she had fun too?
Yeah, I mean, she was into it. And at one point, I had this idea. I'm like, how much do you weigh? Like, let me bench press you. And then she was going to try to bench press me. That didn't work. But I bench pressed her, and we did like a live Instagram like story of me bench pressing her. And,
Okay.
That's gym love.
Yeah, that is. You see that.
Did you use
quite
that
often.
hashtag? That's a good hashtag. Hashtag gym love.
Gym love.
Yeah.
Yeah. After hashtag fit life.
Dude, if you guys hook up, you're going to be that couple on Instagram that's always like, you're doing pull-ups with her like wrapped around you, and she's doing pull-ups. Yeah. Oh, man, I can't wait. I hope this works out for you.
Dude, that would be like a dream come true.
Oh, my God.
And the thing is, I've always wanted to meet a girl that was this into fitness.
Yeah.
Because none of my friends are as into it as me, but I met this girl, and I'm like, she's more into it. I mean, like, we were like a perfect couple.
So this is like your dream girl, basically, is what I'm hearing.
She's total dream girl. Like, I never meet anyone like this.
Okay. How did everything end?
Like, she heads to the locker room, I head to the locker room. I'm like, meet me outside, we'll grab a smoothie afterwards, and we'll like go for a walk and just
Okay.
So I go into the locker room and I shower, change, come back, no sign of her.
What?
I'm like, okay, damn. Well, she's taking a while.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And so I grabbed the lady at the reception desk, and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go into the women's locker room and just check on her, like make sure everything's cool? Because it was like 15, 20 minutes, like time had passed, right?
Right.
And she comes out and says, she's not there, man.
What?
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was standing here the whole time. Like, how could I have missed her? And she's like, there's nobody in there.
Whoa. Either she ditched you, or it was your dream girl, and you were imagining the whole thing doing some really weird workouts by yourself.
Oh, my God. Jubal got to the bottom of it.
I never thought of that.
Maybe she had some sort of emergency, though.
I thought at least I would get a text message. At least I get a call or something. Like, I reached out to her. No response, no response, no response.
Wow. How long has it been now?
I don't know. It's been like 5 days, 6 days.
5 or 6 days.
Has she
Okay, that's
been
a long time.
updating her Instagram feed?
Yeah, she has. I mean, I've watched her.
Okay.
Okay, so she's
Wow.
safe and fine.
She's alive.
Definitely doing good. Okay,
She's
well,
alive.
well, play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right, man.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the cycling class and second date update. My name is Dylan. I'll be your instructor today.
Oh, my God.
First of all, before we get started, I want to thank everybody coming out to my new cycling gym. It's a cycling gym where we stay on our seats the whole time. It's called Sit and Spin. And I thank you for coming out because we're going to push it to the extreme today with your second date update spin class.
Oh, my God. I really honestly feel like I've taken class from you before. I'm not even lying.
Sign me up.
You in the back there, Brooke. I don't see you pushing hard enough, Brooke. Remember, sit on that seat. Don't get off that seat. This is Sit and Spin. This is Sit and Spin where you sit down the whole class.
Even though I'm not even sweating, I'm still cursing you
I
in
know.
my head.
They always
like, shut up, you.
focus on somebody.
Don't call me out.
You were there laughing in the background. Get to spinning. I don't see you spinning. If you don't spin, I'm going to come over there and beat you with a baseball bat. Oh, sorry. Got a little aggressive on that. I was getting a little angry. Why?
Flashbacks, man.
Why am I doing that? Because the guy on the phone for a second date update today, his name is Russ. He didn't meet the girl at a spin class, but he did go to the gym with her. He met her on Instagram. They're both fitness people, so they decided to work out together. He thought it went awesome, but when they were done working out, she went to shower up. He went to shower up, and then she disappeared.
Yeah.
She was just gone, and he hasn't heard from her in about a week, so we're going to call her and find out why she ditched him. All right, Russ, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm kind of worried about this one because you say that she's your dream girl, and she is obviously saying she wants nothing to do with you.
I'm hoping that it's just some sort of misunderstanding. I didn't know she was like mad at that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Like, I like your positive thinking, Russ.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine anything else. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Like, there has to be a reason. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure it out. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jesse, please?
This is she.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yes.
Jesse.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the whole show, actually. What's
Hi.
up?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh,
Cool,
sweet.
thanks.
While you're at the gym,
Yeah, how did you know that?
follow you on Instagram, #FitLife.
No, you do not.
No.
You're going to see me like every photo of yours?
She would know if
Yeah.
you followed her.
I would definitely know.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling you today, Jesse. First of all, thank you for listening. Appreciate it. But somebody emailed us about you for a second date update.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm assuming I don't know when you listen, but do you listen to the second date updates?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, so you know what they are.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen eventually.
Oh, you did?
What?
Are you, like, not calling a lot of guys back?
No, I've just been on like a lot of bad dates.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're like, at some point,
It was a numbers game.
I'm going to be on the radio show.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
then do you have any idea who would have emailed us to call you?
Is it Kevin? It's probably Kevin.
No, it's not Kevin.
Oh, but Kevin, he
It's
sounds
somebody
like the
else.
worst.
Yeah.
It's not Kevin?
No, it's not.
Oh God. Okay, that was a really bad one.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe this one won't be that bad. His name is Russ.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, other guys were worse than that, so this is actually good.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, maybe we can get you on for those other guys, too. Is there anybody that you want to call?
No, not at the moment. No.
All right. Well, Russ told us that you guys worked out together, and then you ditched him after the workout.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
But that's kind of, I mean, even if you weren't attracted to him, he sounded like a nice guy. It's a rude move just to ditch him at the end of a date.
No, he was a nice guy. We're just not on the same level.
Not on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay.
like, again, rude to just leave at the end of a date.
Well, the date was over.
No, he said that he was getting you a smoothie and that, you know, there's like that wrap-up thing, like whether you're going to do it again or not. And
Yeah.
No, I mean, I stayed for the workout. We did our thing, and there was no need for like a wrap up at the end. I knew there wasn't a future there, so.
Okay. And hopefully he would be able to pick up on your hint of ditching
Wow.
him. I got it. Was there anything that he did wrong to make you just want to leave like that?
He's just a prototypical meathead.
well,
You mean like just protein shakes, meal prep, gym? That's it? That's all he cares
Yeah,
about?
like gym bro. Yeah.
but what did you
Oh.
expect? I mean, you met over the #FitLife.
I expected somebody who was into fitness.
And he's not?
Yeah.
We talked to him. It sounds like he is.
That's all he's into.
Not in the way that I am.
I don't get
Can
it.
you explain better?
Russ is all about his upper body. Like, he does not work out his legs, and I don't respect that.
Wait, what?
I've heard of
Wait,
it.
Okay, so-
are you, wait.
So Russ skips leg days.
Yes.
I don't know if Russ has ever done a leg day in his life.
What?
So wait, is that unattractive? Like he doesn't have muscly legs and you don't think it's attractive?
Like, my 4-year-old niece has bigger calves than he does. So, no, I don't think it's attractive. It's actually a huge turnoff to have this completely imbalanced, like, physique.
Okay.
So you don't respect bros who don't do leg day.
No, not at all. Like, you can't just focus on bicep curls. You actually have to do, like, a leg press
Hey,
or, like,
can I chime in here for a second?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Wow.
oh,
Yeah. Hey.
yeah, I forgot about this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you,
Jesse,
though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russ is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
I don't skip leg days, by the way.
So your legs are just disproportionate, even though you work them out.
Wow. I work out my legs all the time. I'm a hard gainer. Okay, it takes me a long time to get gains. Okay, in my life.
Okay, look, Russ, I'm sorry if, like, I've offended you. Like, your upper body looks great, like, from the waist up, completely ripped, completely toned and lean, but the leg thing just turns me off.
Okay, yeah, sure, my legs could be bigger. That's fine, but I mean, they're sculpted. Okay, I work in my quads are beautiful, actually.
Just the lower
They
leg.
need a little development. You're right, and I appreciate it. Okay, it's a note, duly noted. But that doesn't mean you need to ditch me after a really cool date. just vanishing into thin air.
It wasn't that great of a date. Like, you just wanted to do curls and, like, overhead press the entire time. Like, I was trying to get you on leg machines, like some actual heavyweight leg exercises, and you wouldn't even do it.
It was a buys and tries day. I'm not going to put all my effort into my legs.
Well, I was trying to help you out. You said you're a hard gainer, so you got to work them extra.
Look, I'm a trainer, okay? I do this for a living, so I think I know how to work out my own legs.
Bro, stop. I was a trainer for a long time, a very good one, and so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, then you would understand we're doing buys and tries, so.
Are we just having
This is my favorite discussion ever, I think.
Training fight right now? Is that what we're having?
Apparently. Jesse, it's true. I work out my legs twice a week, okay? And sorry that's not evident for you.
Okay, well, then you need to do them every other day and maybe eat some more food or something because, like...
Whoa. Do not insult my meal prep, okay?
Is that something
Man,
to even insult?
Sounds like you just got heated.
Okay, I'm sure that your meal prep is on point. We're just on a
it's
different
very
level.
on point. Thank you very much. I put a lot of prep into this. I eat clean, okay? I get all my macros. I do not need a lecture about my diet from you, okay?
Okay, well,
I
I'm
get all my
sorry you're
macros.
having...
I'm a hard gainer. I told you that.
I heard you. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble adding mass to your legs, but I'm not the one who's going to help you out with that.
I don't know.
I don't know whose side to be on. I don't know if someone's being mean or not.
Do we somehow go into Spanish? I don't know.
What are macros?
So
I'm not into guys that look like a triangle, like an upside down triangle.
Okay.
A triangle? Okay, you weren't saying that when I was bench pressing you, when you were staring at my body, when you were liking all my pics.
Well, during the workout, I was trying to just be polite, and with the pics, you must have just really gotten a good angle, because I couldn't tell.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, are your feelings hurt right now, Russ?
Of course. Did you hear what she said about my leg? How would you feel?
I don't think it would bother me as much, but I know that you're like you said, it takes a long time for you to get muscle in your legs. So,
do you have any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
No. I mean, maybe.
Jesse, do you have any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
Yeah, I have a few friends who are hard gainers, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just genetically blessed, I guess.
Wow.
Wow, lucky you.
Jesse, I mean, I feel like you're kind of rude still. You left him. You're making fun of his legs. Do you feel bad at all?
No, I don't feel bad. Like, I was polite through the date. I finished the workout, and then I left. Like, I'm not going to waste time on that. Like, I told you, I don't respect anyone who doesn't work out their legs.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I work out my legs. How many times do I have to tell you I squat 250?
Whoa, man, this is getting way too heated. I just have to. I'm gonna ask Jesse before this goes out of control. Would you like to go out on a second date with Russ, Jesse? We will pay for it.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't thought you were gonna say
Good luck
no.
with your hard gains.
Wow.
That's good. That's good. I like this. I like where this is going because every competitor needs fuel for competition. Okay. And Jesse, keep looking at my Instagram and check out those legs, and you'll see the gains I'm making because of you. All right?
Okay. I'll be watching.
Jesse, if Russ gets some more gains in his legs, would you go out with him again?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Whoa!
Well, get ready to believe, okay? Hashtag leg day every day.
Oh, damn.
Dang, no
No, he didn't just throw that down.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text message at 78592 says, that was really rude of her, but I do agree you shouldn't just focus on one body part in the gym. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. Russ wanted to call Jesse. They met on Instagram because he saw her post something under the hashtag FitLife.
Yeah.
And their first date was a workout. We got her on the phone to find out why she wasn't calling him back. And it's because Russ apparently skips leg days. And he doesn't have the legs that it takes to date Jesse.
You know, though, after this call, he is so self-conscious.
Oh, yeah.
All that man is doing is legs right now.
Oh, yeah. And I thought people would be calling her rude, but pretty much everybody texting in is like, I agree. It's disgusting when you go to the gym and your legs are tiny, bro.
I've never been to the gym. I had no idea leg day was such a big deal.
He made a comment about being able to squat 250, and everybody's piling on that, too. Like, I have a 78-year-old grandpa who can squat 250, bro.
We have a lot of fit people listening to the show, apparently.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That are in a...
Everett. It's just an old nickname.
Cheese is
All
way
right,
better.
Cheese.
Sorry,
Okay.
but
Do you want us to call you Everett or Cheese?
No, man, everybody calls me Cheese.
Oh my God.
All right, Cheese.
I feel like I would have bought something off of you in college for some reason.
yeah.
So-
You had the good stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Leia, and well, it's kind of funny because I'm into like converting old vans, and like I belong to a couple Facebook pages about it.
Oh my God, that's so big right now.
It is. I've
It's
seen
like
a lot of it.
Van life forever.
No. You have to put the hashtag in
Well,
front
I
of it.
did,
Okay.
but it's just only in my head.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we were just on this Facebook page, one of those van life pages. I actually forget which one because I'm on a few of them, but like we started DMing a little bit, and you know, we had a lot in common. Like,
Cool.
you know, she doesn't have a van, and like she doesn't do conversions, but like she's into it and she wants to do more stuff like that. And she's like into like more like living off the grid kind of life and stuff. But
So she's probably a big fan of our show. Really big and off the grid communes. I don't know if you know that.
yeah, I mean, like to be honest, like I don't really even listen to you guys all that much. But I was telling my buddy about the situation. And he's like, "Oh, you should totally call these guys."
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
So tell us a little bit more about Leia and what you guys did for your date.
Well, I mean, just because we met through the whole van thing, I decided, I was like, hey, if you want, I'll bring my van over and you can check it out, and, you know, maybe we could just go driving around. And
Normally, that's like a scary sentence.
Right, exactly.
Oh, go check out my van. We'll just drive around or whatever.
Don't tell anybody where we're going.
But she was like, yeah, let's take a ride. And so I kind of like, it was like nearing sunset, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool to like go over to this like pretty scenic overlook.
Okay.
And like we stopped and got like some, you know, just some like snacks, some crackers and cheese and stuff. And then it was like,
Cheese, of course.
Yeah. Serving up the
Trademark.
big G's. I mean, I think those are kind of the best dates, though, where they're understated, they're not over the top expensive. It's just you in a romantic setting, stuff in your face with cheese.
And it's something she was really interested in. I mean, like she joined this van life Facebook group because she wants to know more about vans. Now she's getting the up close tour.
Yeah. What was the vibe that you were getting from Leia on the date?
it was pretty chill. I mean, like, she's super down to earth, and she's not granola, but she's like definitely doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but you know, she's still very pretty, you know, and
I mean, were you saying some of this stuff to her directly? Because
no.
Okay.
No, but
well, that's
yeah,
good.
I mean, it was just really cool, and then we just hung out and talked and just like showed her, you know, kind of what I'd done with the band, because I like really handled
Was
it.
there any chemistry though? I mean, because maybe she wasn't looking at it as a date.
I mean, it could be, but we did end up like kissing at the end of the
Okay, we didn't get to that part.
Okay, so it was a date.
She was pleased with the cheese.
That's his tagline.
No, but there was only one like kind of weird thing happened like the whole time, but it wasn't a big deal or anything. But like I had forgotten to put on the parking brake.
Oh
no!
So things got a little exciting as, you know, we were kind of like rolling towards the cliff.
Oh my God.
The wrong way.
I mean, but it was not like a big deal. Like we barely even went. That was the only thing is she was like kind of like
freaked out.
Understandably so. Like
yeah.
Was that before or after the kiss?
Oh, it was before.
It was before. Okay, so she still kissed you afterwards.
Was that planned?
Planned?
Yeah,
Did they
did
try
you-
to like push him off the cliff
Well-
on purpose?
He could be like a hero.
You know, he could be the hero, and like when you put a little bit of like fear into a woman's heart, it gets the endorphins going, the adrenaline, and all of a sudden
not.
it's like, oh, you saved my life. Like, oh, thank you.
Which is why on every date, every guy should put their dates in danger.
I don't think that's how our female brains work, but
No, I mean that's not really how it went down. Because like, trust me, I was a little freaked out myself. You know, like.
All right. Okay. So, I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because we've had a lot of instances on this show in the past where guys will purposely do something to make themselves look good, but it's good to know that was just an accident.
Yeah, no, that's not how it went down. It's just like, I'm good by myself, you know. I don't need to,
that's right,
to
Cheese.
try to do any underhanded thing.
Yeah, no sleeves from Cheese.
No.
So how did?
Just stop rhyming.
No, it's gonna keep
you get-
happening. It's gonna keep happening.
Do not ease the cheese.
That's right.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys.
So Cheese, how did the date end?
I just kind of like drove her back to her house, and we're sitting there for a while. We're talking a little bit more, and then, you know, we just shared a kiss, and it wasn't a makeout session, but it was like a nice kiss. And then, you know, she took off, and like I'm figuring like I'm gonna get to see her again.
because it went so well, and then like nothing since then.
Nothing.
So I mean, and the only thing I can think about is like I'm like pretty geeky about my van, and like like it could be the kind of situation that she's just like that was a little too much for me, or because a lot of people have felt that way before. But like
a lot of people have felt that way before.
Everyone I've ever shown my van.
Jeez, at least you're honest, man.
Yeah, at least you know you're a little van nerd.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Leia for you, and we'll try and get you a second date update. All right, Cheese?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, hold on. All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're on the phone with a guy named Cheese. Well, his real name's Everett.
Yeah.
But all of his friends call him Cheese, and Cheese lives that hashtag van life. Driving an old, refurbished Volkswagen, which he uses to live off the grid. And he recently met a girl named Leia online. They drove to a scenic lookout together, had some cheddar snacks, almost rolled off the cliff.
Yeah.
Because Cheese forgot to put the parking brake on, but it's okay, nothing bad happened. He even got a kiss out of the whole thing. Yeah. But afterwards, Leia has put the cheese on freeze.
Fantastic.
It had to do just one.
Just please.
Okay, please.
I like him. Stop.
All right. I'll ease up on the cheese.
All right.
So, Cheese, I never asked you this, though. We're about to call Leia. Does she know you as Cheese, or does she know you as Everett?
Yeah, no, she knows me as Cheese. I mean, I don't actually recall if I even told her my real name, but like the only thing that, I can really even think about is that I think that she just thinks it might be fun to go on a date with like a van life guy, but not necessarily like sees a van life guy as somebody who she would go out with in the long term,
See, and that's what I'm thinking too, because I'm just imagining her like coming back to her apartment, talking to her roommate, and being like, "Oh my God, I met this guy on a Facebook page, and his name's Cheese, and he took me out in the van that he lives in." Like that's not gonna probably go over well.
They're like, "Oh my God, he sounds like a cat."
Yeah, I don't know that like any of her girlfriends would be like, "That's the one, nail him down," But you sound like a great guy. You do. You sound like a really great guy.
I mean, I do have an apartment.
Okay.
But I don't like to necessarily live in it all the time. I like to go off and just kind of run around as much as I can.
Cheese doesn't live in the apartment. That's Everett's apartment. Cheese is the one that lives in the van.
Everett's on the lease.
Okay, right. But, okay, let's just get right to this. We're going to call Leia for you and try and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Leia there?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, Leia. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Do you have a second to talk with us for a little bit?
I'm sorry, what is this about?
So this is about a segment that we do called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email the show and we'll reach out to them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
I know it's a little bit weird, but somebody emailed us about you, and he goes by the name Cheese.
Okay.
You remember Cheese, right?
She's like, I've been out with 7 cheeses.
Was it Swiss or Brie?
Yeah. Oh, Marty. I loved him.
We're joking,
Yeah.
Leia. Sorry. We're still joking about the cheese name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are funny.
Okay. So, anyway.
You remember Cheese, though.
Yes.
Okay, you do remember Cheese.
Okay.
So, the whole reason that we're doing this is because Cheese had a great time hanging out with you. And he's a little bit confused about why you've been ignoring him after you went out together.
Okay.
I mean, did you feel like it was a cool date that you guys went on?
Yeah. I mean, the date was good.
I feel like you're being very short with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel really weird answering these questions. This is very weird to me.
I understand.
Unexpected interview.
But we're trying to help out a guy who's really confused after having what he thought was a really romantic experience with you. And so we're just hoping to get him a little bit of answers, a little bit of clarity on why you'd be blowing him off.
I mean, I think you can understand, like, the dating world's hard right now. So when you meet somebody that you finally feel like you clicked with and then it doesn't work out, I don't know, you can go to desperate measures like contacting us to try to figure it out.
I mean, I understand that, but it was one date, so.
Right.
Okay.
So is it not going to be another? You didn't have any intention of calling him back?
Nope, definitely not.
All right. Well, I mean, is there a reason why you were turned off by Cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
The date was fine. Like, we had a nice time together. He was funny and was very cool. But the next day after our date, I had some police officers get in touch with me to ask me questions about the van that was parked at this convenience store that we went to.
Oh, wait. You said police called you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because they saw you inside the van?
No, I used my credit card at the store. And then they saw me get in the van. So they knew I knew the person.
Wait, is he like linked to some crime or something?
I have no idea, but the whole thing was very weird. I don't know what's going on.
Whoa.
So I just don't want to be involved.
I don't blame you.
That's
fair.
That's really sketchy.
Yeah, it's really sketchy.
You are much more rational than I am. If the police contacted me about some dude I went on that drove a van around, I would be immediately calling that guy and being like, what the hell, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you a criminal? Tell me.
But for real.
Be honest, criminal.
I want nothing to do with it. I'm not going to call him. I mean, I told the police, like, all the information that I had. They can investigate it and,
But you don't even know what they're investigating? What are they investigating?
I think that the van was stolen. I'm not sure, so I...
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
So not only is he hashtag van life, but he's hashtag stolen van life.
I mean, we definitely want to get to the bottom of this because we spoke to Cheese, and he doesn't sound like that type of person.
It's always those, though, Jeffrey.
I know, but I guess...
what does that even mean?
Exactly.
I don't know. You tell me if he sounds like a criminal because he's actually on the other line listening, and he heard everything that you said.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Leia, hey, it's Cheese. Oh my God, I need to tell you what happened. Like, you do not have the whole story here. That is crazy. Oh
Okay,
my God.
hold on, Cheese. Give her a second. Like, shouldn't even know you're there, man.
I know, okay.
Wait, so you set this whole thing up on the phone too? Like, is this like a scam?
No, not at all. It's actually just a giant misunderstanding. Like, I just was wondering why you didn't call me back. So that's why I called the radio. And, like, I wanted you to, just to see. But, like, the whole thing about the van is not what you think at all. Like,
Okay, well, yeah, so get to the point, Cheese.
Yeah, dude.
What's going on?
Are you a criminal or not?
Well, here's what happened. So I actually converted this van. This is a van that I converted.
Uh-huh.
I sold it to my buddy, who's also, like, does some of this stuff. He actually helped me out on this van, right? So he was on vacation. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go take the van right now because I don't have one right now. That's working. So anyway.
What? So you did steal the van?
No, I totally just borrowed this van. It was like my van to start with. And here's the thing. He came back early and he totally thought that the van had been stolen. So he called the police and he had no idea that I had taken it.
Leia, are you buying any of this? Does this feel right to you?
I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense, but you lied to me about telling me you own this van, saying it's yours, and it wasn't.
But it was mine before, and I mean, it just wasn't mine at the time of the date. And I'm sorry, I didn't say that, but it was like, just a lot to kind of say because, my friend helped pay for some of the repairs, and then so he had it. So it's like, we're still buds. We work on some of this stuff together, but I'm working on a new project right now. And
all right, Cheese. You're explaining a lot here. Leia, what are you thinking?
Well, that's why, yeah.
No, Cheese, I got you. I got you. It's a very complicated process where you borrowed your friend's van.
Yeah.
The whole thing is too much. Like, I don't believe anything that you're saying. I mean, this is so much drama. We went on one date, and look at this conversation. It's ridiculous.
Well, hold on,
It is
Leia.
a lot of drama. I mean, Cheese, you would understand, if the police called you about some person you went out with, after only hanging out once. That's a big red flag. But it's like a banner.
All the drama aside, did you have a good time with Cheese? Did you connect with him?
It doesn't matter. It's
I think it does.
I barely remember the date as a result of all of this.
Okay.
I will say in his defense, he's not in jail. So obviously, he didn't do anything.
Or they couldn't track him down because she didn't know his real name.
Well, and to be fair, we don't know that he's not in jail. This call could be collect, so...
I mean, he'd steal a van for you. That's really nice of him.
Alexis is on board now.
I admire that.